Hello and welcome back to Mark's House and Garden UK. This is my arid bed. It's my desert dry gravel border, and I've got some plants in here which are not hardy in the UK, and it's mid-November and we are forecast some really severe weather, -2, -3 and snow. So I'm going to have to take some measures. Now some of these plants are hardy. Trachycarpus, bulletproof, can stay outside. Cycas, Revoluta here, the sago palm, got to be taken out. Now fortunately I buried that in a pot and I put some big holes in the side of the plastic tub, so I'm going to pull that out. It's going to be interesting because we'll see whether it put any roots through those holes. Black tree aeonium here, which is actually gone green for some reason. It was perfectly black when I put it in. Why has it gone green? You tell me. That's got to be dug up. Hello, striatula, they're hardy, but I'm going to put them under the front porch where they'll have some protection. And the agaves, well, they are also hardy, but they will not cope with being cold and wet. So I'm going to have to do something with these where I'm going to leave them in the ground, but I'm going to design something that keeps the wet off them. They don't mind being cold, but if they get wet in that ground and stay wet, they'll rot. Everything else in this gravel garden can stay put. It's reasonably hardy. I've got another agave over there, so I'll have to do the same with that one as I do with this one. First thing I'm going to do is get the gravel away from this cycas and bring the tub out from under the ground and see whether it's made any roots. That is going inside my garage, which I've just insulated. Right, let's get on with this job first. And I can feel a cold in the air. It actually does feel cold. A lot colder than it has been. And this was buried in a big tub. And as I pull the weed fabric back, you can start to see the edge of the tub there. I'm hoping that I'll be able to lever this out some way. It's going to be quite heavy, but first thing I'm going to do is get that gravel off. I put it in this tub, in this hole, for this very reason. But as with all plans, you don't know how they're going to turn out when you actually get round to sort of fulfilling the purpose. Well, that's there. Is the pot exposed? But how am I going to get that from in there? I think I might need to go and get my fork. Get my fork under the rim of this and see if I can't lever it out. Just shove this out the way over there. Right, here's my fork. I'll put a brick there just to see if I can get some purchase on that. It is moving. It is moving, but I might have to approach it from both sides. Weed fabric is getting in the way there. Let's be a bit more aggressive with it. Right. A different approach is required. Now, I don't feel as if I'm having a success with that lever. Let's see if I can move it manually. No, that's going to do me an injury, so we'll do a bit more of a manual approach. We'll probably dig a bit of the soil out on one side, and then it should tip into the hole that I create by digging the soil out. The reason I'm collecting the soil is I don't want it to get mixed into the gravel, because it will form a medium for weeds to grow in. So best thing to do is get it completely out of the way if you can. I'm hoping that by undermining it on this side, I will eventually be able to roll it into the gap. Quite a valuable plant this, you know, it cost me a few £100, so it's well worth protecting it if I can, and I will. Right. There we go. That's definitely helping now. Get that in there. Give it a good old wriggle. You're probably getting all kinds of microphone noises. I'll wheel it. I'll wheel it. There you go. Told you I'd win, didn't I? Right, that soil can go back in that hole. I need to do some repair on that. The next job is getting that black tree aeonium out. That won't be as difficult as this. So this is my black tree aeonium, which has gone green. I have no idea why it's gone green. If you know why these things go green, please feel free to let me know. Get in at a steep angle. Get under it, lift it, like that. That needs to go somewhere frost free. There's nothing else in this border that needs to be lifted, but my agaves do need protecting. And just here at the side of my garage, I've got a load of timber, and I've also got one of these polyurethane sheets, like the thing off the top of a conservatory. So I'm wondering if I can possibly make some kind of square frame that goes round the agaves. Cut a piece of that and put it on top as like a conservatory roof, if you like. Right, let me have a look at that and then I'll come back to you in a second. So there it is, my prototype. This is a prototype, I have to say. I'm not going to get away with this. It's not attractive enough for the front garden, but it's an idea that I will develop and I will make neater and possibly even stain with some black wood stain. But it certainly would do the job. The point being is they don't want to be wet and cold. Right, the black tree aeonium in the garage, the Cycas Revoluta in the garage. Everything else in this border is safe. Another one of these or something like it for the other agave. Hope you found that interesting. Losing the light and it's starting to rain, so I'm going to go inside and do some editing. See you soon for some more house and garden adventures. Bye for now.